Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and today we are starting a brand new series. Because of the fact that recently the Hunter Call of the Wild was released onto the Epic Game Store and was given to everybody for free for whoever was able to actually go and claim the game. I believe at this point it'll still have a few days left for you guys to be able to do that, so if you haven't already, be sure to go over to the Epic Game Store and get your free copy of the Hunter Call of the Wild. The base game at least. It doesn't come with the DLC, but it does give you the base game, which is pretty good. It's like a $20 value, so highly recommend doing it even if you already have a Call of the Wild account, because I mean, it's a free account to just kind of mess around on if you want to. But what I thought would be kind of cool is to do a series where basically the only thing I've purchased DLC-wise on this account is Tiawaroa, and we are going to grind from level 1 to level 60, only hunting red deer, and just see if we can get ourselves a great one before we hit level 60, and if we do manage to do that, then we'll try to see how many that we can actually get before hitting level 60. I thought this might be a pretty cool challenge. I don't think anybody's ever done anything quite like this before, so it could be a lot of fun to do. And the thing about Tiawaroa is it does come with the 303, so we will have access to kind of a decent weapon. However, it's going to take a little bit to get there because it does cost like 45,000, and I think it also requires a certain amount of weapon score. Maybe we could attempt to do some of the missions at some point, but I think that wouldn't exactly be what I would want to do for this series, just because it kind of takes us off the path of only hunting red deer, because I'm sure you gotta hunt some other stuff for the missions, so we probably won't be able to do that. So we're just gonna have to grind with the 243 to start out and kind of work our way up to some of the better weapons. And obviously, whenever the brand new reserve gets released, we will take a little bit of a break from this series to kind of hunt the new map. But I do want to try and get this completed, so unlike a lot of the series that we've left behind in the past, I'm going to try and see this one through, at least until we get our first great one on this account. And here is our very first outpost to unlock. We're going to have to go through and unlock a lot of outposts, and now that I think of it, we might actually have to buy one more DLC. I think I might have to purchase the tent one and maybe the tripod one as well to actually make this work out the way that I want it to. Let me see. Yeah, we don't have access to the tents. The thing that's really strange about that is if you're on console, you get the tents and the well, not the tripods, but you get the tents and the ground blinds and the ATVs for free, but it's not that way with the PC version, which is a little bit unfortunate, so I am gonna have to purchase those because I can't really do a grind without tents or tripod stands, so it's a little unfortunate, but we'll have to do that real quickly. Alright, so we just went ahead and purchased it, so we should have one of each of them available to use if I'm not mistaken. And no we don't. Wait, that's not normal. Well, I guess we're gonna have to purchase them. I have never actually had that happen before. It usually gives you one of each, but it looks like on this version you don't get one of each. Or maybe it's just because I purchased them while I was in the game. I guess we'll have to figure that out later. Another really cool thing about this series is I do plan to play this on live stream as well, which should be a lot of fun. And then every so often we will do an update video similar to this, only obviously we'll have been in the grind for a little bit, and it'll kind of show you guys the progression of my grinding loadouts. So obviously we're going to progress in guns and stuff like that to get better weapons to be able to take them out faster. But we're also going to get more tents, more ground blinds, or not ground blinds, but tripod stands, and it'll just kind of show you guys the progression on how I hunt my zones with limited equipment, and then how I hunt them once I get all my tents and stuff. So it's going to be kind of a cool thing for anybody that is into the Great One grind but isn't sure like how to do it or how to start out with it. This will kind of give you an idea of what to do when you're very limited on gear. And I think that's going to be a really cool thing to kind of see how it helps you guys out. Alright, we are now here at our second outpost of the day, and one thing that you guys are going to notice throughout this series is I'm not going to unlock all the outposts. I'm only going to unlock the ones that are actually going to be useful to me and kind of the ones that are on the way to getting to those. So we're going to go over here because until we actually get some tents and stuff, this outpost will be our access to this red deer zone right here, provided we actually get some stags there, which typically there are some, so we're going to kind of go for that first, and I do need to find a red deer in their feeding zone so that I can get enough money to switch the time to red deer time, and then we'll be able to start taking some of them out. You know, as I have got closer to this third lodge, I got to thinking, knowing my luck, this'll probably be the account that we end up finding the melanistic red deer stag on. It would just be my luck that, of course, I spend over 6,000 kills on my main account and never find a melanistic stag, but I'll probably end up finding one on this account. That's just kind of how it goes for me, so I guess if we do, it'll be cool, but it'll be kind of sad that we don't get it in our main lodge. Okay, so I did a quick game restart, and it did finally give me the tent and tripods and stuff, so I guess I just needed to restart, and now we have it, so we at least got that going for us. Now we can actually place down a tent when we get to the area that we're trying to get to. Well, we have finally made it to the location I was trying to get to, so let's go ahead and drop our tent right here. And then now we just need to go find ourselves a red deer that we can kill so that we can switch the time to red deer drink time. That way we can actually start our grind off. And I think my plan is going to be to go up to the Pukimaro lakes and then these two lakes right here. Because those are going to be our highest concentration of red deer stags, and that's what we're primarily going to want to focus on. Now, even though there is some fallow deer along this river right now, I'm not going to shoot any of them because I want to keep this series to only red deer and just see what we can do with it, only being able to shoot red deer. Because obviously if we shoot fallow deer as well, that works towards getting to level 60, and that gives us less time to try and get the great one before hitting level 60. So we do have to be careful and only shoot red deer so we don't waste any of that precious XP. Well, we just got our first level up from claiming this lookout point, so that will give us a skill point to put in, which is definitely nice. It'll start getting us leveled up a little bit towards being able to have better skills. So let's do the locate tracks real quick. That'll just make it so the directional tracking cone is more accurate and narrower, both in the world and on the map, so nothing crazy, but it's one of those ones we have to get to work our way towards better skills. There we go, finally the mating call of a red deer. That is a good sign. That's our first sign of red deer, so hopefully we can sneak up on this thing and get a shot into it so we can actually get some money to change the time. Unfortunately, the wind is in a terrible spot, so we're just gonna have to kind of push this thing out. There's not really any other way we can approach this because the wind is absolutely terrible, so it's just going to keep spooking regardless. So I think our best bet is going to be to try and push it out into a better area, and then just wait for it to stop or wait for it to come back, and then we should be able to get a shot into it, because we'll return to this need zone, so we can at least use that to our advantage. There we go, there's our very first red deer. That's actually a pretty good looking level 7 as well. Let's see if we can get a good shot into it. It's not going to be easy from this angle or with the 243 soft points, so we're just going to have to hope for the best here, really. Maybe if we're lucky, it'll actually move into a good spot, and that's kind of looking like what's happening, so let's just hope for the best here. Here we go. Wow, that lagged hard. That lagged incredibly hard. But we did get vitals, so that will be our first red deer down. That is awesome. We at least got a decent level 7 as our very first kill on this account. I think I'm pretty happy with that. There we go. We tracked our kill down, and that is a beautiful looking red deer right there. One of the nicer looking level 7 racks, scoring 209. Not too bad. So this gives us 1,058 cash, which is going to be enough to change the time. That way we can actually work towards getting some real money made. Well, we now have one of the most important outposts to this series, the outpost between the two Pukimaro lakes. These are by far two of the best lakes for the red deer grind on Tiawaroa, so we're gonna hope that they're just as good on this account as they were on my main, because they have been quite an important part of our grinding, and I'm assuming they will be in this series as well. So let's go ahead and change the time, and then we can actually take on some red deer in their drink zone, which for red deer they drink at 1830 to 2130. Well, that's not exactly an interesting stag for our first one in their drink time, but you know what? A red deer is a red deer, and we still need to take him down. But there is one thing I wanted to ask you guys. Should I end up purchasing the high-tech hunting pack for this playthrough? Because it might get a little bit rough to watch the videos without actually having the night vision equipment, so let me know if you guys think I should get that. I feel like it's kind of a necessity for grinding red deer here on Tiawaroa, but I guess I'll leave it up to you guys. Just let me know what you think down in the comments. Let's see if we can get a shot on this red deer, though. Once he gives us a broadside shot, we will take him down. And I think that should be good. I think that should be, at least. Here he is, but as I was talking about the high-tech hunting pack, I really don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I think we probably should just get it because this series isn't really based off of like using no DLC or anything like that. It's just seeing if we can get a great one before hitting level 60. So I really would prefer that we have the night vision stuff, but like I said, I'll leave it up to you guys. Let me know what you think. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised how well the 243 soft points are doing against the red deer. They're actually killing them pretty quickly and not having too much trouble getting to lungs, which is nice. Ooh, that's a pretty awesome stag to find on our first day playing this. That's a good looking mythical there. I did see another one running. It is just a 5 though. We're definitely going to try and get that mythical down for sure. That thing is absolutely beautiful. There he is. What a beautiful stag. And when you're low level like this, you can actually spot something and then hover over it on the map, and if you look in the bottom right corner of the screen, it actually will tell you the distance to it. So we can see that this guy is 180 away, so I'm pretty confident taking the shot. We do have a level 6 right next to him, so that is another one that we'll try to get. Let's see if we can manage to hit this with the low-powered scope that we have. Not going to be able to see the other one. I lost the outline, but we did get the one, and it looks like he's going to go down if I were to take a guess. We also have a nice 7 right there. Let's try to get that guy down. And I suppose getting another shell chambered would probably be beneficial. Or not shell, but another round chambered. We're going to have to let our guy gain his breath back because we did run out. Let's see if we can get this now. It definitely hit it. I just don't know if that was vitals. I guess we'll find out soon. Well, that's vital organ hit, and that is another vital organ hit, so we definitely got both of them. They died very slow, though, so I'm assuming they ran a long distance. We will have to try and chase both of them down, but I did place my tent right here, so we now have a tent there, and then we also have one down here, and those are both going to help us with retrieving some of these red deer, and also just getting into position to actually take some shots on some of them. Well, there it is. There's our mythical. That thing actually did not run far at all, so that's actually pretty shocking, but I mean, I can't complain. It's nice to be able to get a nice mythical down pretty early. We'll get a quick little screenshot. Actually, now that I think of it, how do you even screenshot on Epic Games? I'll have to try and figure that out later, I guess, but there we go. 218. Not too bad at all. That's a good stag. And here is that level 7. We have been getting a lot of good red deer today, which is super awesome. 208, this is the same rack as the first one that we killed, just slightly lower scoring, but we've been making some good shots on these things from decent distances. I'm pretty happy with how this is going so far. I think this is going to be a really fun series, and oh my gosh, this thing's got touching tines right here on the brows. That's actually a pretty cool and unique red deer. Not bad, I like that. That's really cool. Definitely a unique one for sure. So unfortunately, it looks like Epic Games does not have a way to screenshot things at the moment, so that's going to be a bit of an issue, but I mean, I guess we could try to find ways to work around it. I'll probably just have to screenshot via some type of other program, but I mean, it is what it is. I guess that's not too big of a deal. We still are going to have everything on video for the series, so at the very least I could go pull images from the videos, but that's a little unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed. But I think that is going to be the end of episode 1 of this series. I hope you guys have enjoyed this as much as I have. I think this is going to be quite a lot of fun. So if you guys are brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, click that like button, and ring that notification bell so you guys will never miss another upload. Also leave a comment down below on changes that you think we could make to this series to make it better. And I'll sift through all the comments and find the ones that I think are going to be the best changes that we could make. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!